Good morning. Good morning, everybody. How are you all? How are you all? I hope you had a fantastic weekend, whatever you did this weekend. And I hope you're excited for this new week. I certainly am. I've got quite a bit on the go and it's my birthday week. So yay. So kind of excited about that. I think this year for me is a little bit of a different birthday. I'm not someone who normally celebrates my birthday all that much, but this year I've had a lot of loss. As you know, my father passed away, my grandfather passed away, my uncle passed away, another uncle passed away. So I've had a lot of loss this past year that has made me truly appreciative of life. And so this year I'm celebrating. I don't yet know. Don't ask me what am I doing. I don't know, but I know I'm going to do something fun. Anyway, hope you're having a great week. Hey, how are you? Thank you so much, everybody who's joining. You know what? Okay, so I'm just going to be honest. A lot of the time, I think that I'm just talking to myself and that no one really cares that I do a weekly live. Last week, if you know, I switched up the time a little bit because I was talking about how I had guests and we needed to go somewhere. And so I did the live earlier than I normally do. And I honestly didn't think anything of it, didn't think anyone would care. And literally around 9, I was getting all these messages about, are you live? Are you live? Are you live? Where are you? It's like, oh, wow, people actually do watch. But anyway, I'm so grateful for each and every one of you who watches either live or who watches it as, later on as a video. I'm so appreciative of you. And I also wanted to just take a moment to say thank you to everybody who's taken the time to complete our survey. Yes, we have a survey going on. And the whole purpose of the survey is I want to know truthfully, not like sugar-coated, and I think you're doing a great job. I want to know the feedback on what is working and what is not working, because I think that a lot of benefit can be found in me knowing what is not working or what are we not doing that you might be interested in. So thank you to everybody who's taken the time to complete that survey. And if you are interested in taking the survey, it's linked in our Instagram bio. And there's a post early on in Facebook, and I'm not sure if I'll be able to link it to this on Facebook, where they'll be able to link it to this post. I'll give it a try. But yeah, if you could please just take a moment to complete that survey. The survey results so far have been really interesting to me because, like I say, I'm not doing the survey for you to tell me I'm doing a great job. I appreciate everybody who's given me that feedback. But what I really want to know is, what do you want more of? What are some things that we could be doing that we're not currently doing that you might think, that you would like? And some of the feedback has been really eye-opening for me, really interesting. It's things that I wouldn't have thought about. So I truly, truly appreciate you taking the time to give us feedback. And talking about feedback, that's actually what I wanted to talk about today. I actually wanted to talk about feedback as in failure. As a society, I think we're so afraid of failing. You rarely hear people talk about things that didn't work or their failures, in fact, especially nowadays in our social media world, right? People only want to share the things that, the highlight reel, right? They only want to share the great things, the things that are going well. No one wants to show you when they're failing, when they're not doing well. But here's what I want to say to you, is that we should not be afraid of failing. I'm not saying don't be afraid. I mean, I am not one of the people who subscribes to this whole no fear. Absolutely, it's human nature. It's within us to be afraid. In fact, in some circumstances, it's a good thing because it protects us, it keeps us safe. But what I want you to know is that failure, you're only a failure if you choose not to learn from a failure. There is no such thing as failure. There's only feedback. It's only an opportunity for you to reassess and to know that, oh, that's not the right path, or that's not the way I should be going, or that's not the right thing to do. And something I was listening to actually talked about how we should use the fear of failing to propel us. So instead of it being a negative that, oh, I'm afraid to fail, use that as a positive. Say, I'm afraid to fail. So what do I need to do? How much harder do I need to work? If you're in the gym, how many more reps do I need to do? How can I be better, do better so that I don't fail? How can I be more prepared for this job interview, for this, whatever it is you're doing in your life? Don't let the failure be a full stop. Don't let that be the full stop. It's not a full stop. It's just feedback that wasn't the right thing to do, or that wasn't the right direction to go, or that wasn't the right job for you, or that's not the right business for you. But you take that and you learn. It's only a failure if you choose not to learn from it. So that's what I'm going to challenge you for this week, is to say that every day, challenge yourself. The other thing too is if you're not failing, you're not trying. If you're not failing, that means you're just keeping yourself in your nice contained little comfort zone, and you don't grow when you're in your comfort zone. Growth is when you push yourself beyond the boundaries, beyond your comfort zone. That's where the magic happens. That's where the growth happens, is when you push yourself. And I'd say this to you, is that of the people that you admire, anybody you admire, for me, I admire Oprah Winfrey. She failed so many times in her career. There's so many things that you can point. I mean, the very fact that she started a talk show really was a failure. The news station she worked at was trying to fire her. And so they gave her talk show just because she still had a contract, and they didn't want to have to pay that contract out. And if you look at her most recent venture with her own network, that was for many years at the beginning not a success. They didn't have the numbers, the viewership numbers that they expected. And she talked about that in a commencement address that she gave, that, really people were looking at it and saying, that's a failure. But did she let that be a period, a stop? Like, that's it. Oh, I failed. Let me give up. No, she's kept going. They've kept learning. They've kept reinventing themselves. As you know, I met Michelle Obama a couple of months ago, and she talked about how she failed her bar exams, and the very first time she took them. So she could have said, oh, I failed the bar exams, I guess I'm not meant to be a lawyer, let me give up. No, she said that she used that as feedback, that, oh, I didn't study hard enough, these were the areas that I didn't do well on, how can I improve? So that's what I want to say to you, is don't let failure be a full stop. Failure is just feedback. It's just an opportunity for you, as the word I used last week, pivot. It's feedback for you to, okay, this isn't working. What can I do differently? So, and let failure, the fear of failure, be the fire under you that inspires you to do better, be better, go harder. That's the feedback that I want to, and like I said, failure is just feedback. So that's what I wanted to talk about today, is don't let failure be a full stop in your life. I wish you all an amazing week. I wish you a blessed week, and I will see you same time, same place next week. Have an awesome week, everybody. Take care.